Be scared of electric vehicles. There are safety concerns, especially related to fire risks. Some companies aren't being transparent about a significant flaw in EVs. Apart from fire risks, a recent report highlighted 3 major issues that might make you reconsider buying an EV. Before diving into those, let's discuss a real-life incident involving Omar Ahwan. Omar, a 48-year-old anesthesiologist and father of 5, faced a tragic accident in his dream car, a blue Tesla Model S. While driving in South Florida, he lost control, crashing into a palm tree. However, it wasn't the crash that caused his death. Afterward, the car's advanced design, often praised for innovation, became a danger. The lithium-ion battery caught fire, leading to smoke and flames engulfing the vehicle. Ahwan found himself stuck inside as flames engulfed him from his feet upward. Shocked onlookers couldn't do anything to help. The Tesla's door handles, meant to pop out automatically when it senses a key fob, malfunctioned. And this isn't a one-time problem. Just last April, a Tesla in a Shanghai parking lot caught fire, sparking a viral video and prompting Tesla to investigate. Similar incidents have cropped up with other electric vehicle brands, hinting at a bigger issue within the EV industry. This is a crucial message for anyone considering or owning an EV. Your safety and your family's safety could be at risk. But here's the really frightening part. Even after the fire is out, the danger might linger for weeks, making you and your EV vulnerable at any time. Imagine driving peacefully, only for your car to suddenly turn into a raging fireball. We must ask ourselves, despite the environmental benefits, are electric cars truly equipped to ensure our safety? What caused this Tesla to burst into flames in broad daylight? Is your electric car like a hidden danger waiting to happen? It's not just cars. Electric bikes and scooters are part of the same worrying problem. Remember the electric bike shop fire in New York? It sadly caused 4 deaths. This isn't a rare incident. It's becoming a bigger issue with lithium-ion battery fires, causing harm and loss of life. So, how do electric cars catch fire? Every electric car has a lithium-ion battery at its core. These batteries are impressive in storing a lot of energy in a small space, but they have a risk. When damaged, like in a crash or due to manufacturing defects, they can enter a dangerous state called thermal runaway. It's a process where increasing temperature releases more energy, leading to a catastrophic and uncontrolled release of energy. In simpler terms, a fire or explosion. Now you might think, okay, some electric cars catch fire, but everything else is fine, right? Unfortunately, no. Let me share 3 more issues with you, and I promise the second one will surprise you. Electric cars have had a rough time lately. A report about their reliability shook up all electric vehicle makers. It turns out EVs have about 80% more problems needing repairs compared to regular gas or hybrid cars. The main issues are with EV batteries, charging systems, and fixing body panels and interior parts. This shows that despite all the cool tech, EV makers are still figuring out how to make these new power systems perfect. But wait, it gets worse for plug-in hybrid electric vehicles. They have almost 150% more problems. Why? Because combining regular engines with electric drives adds more parts and systems, making things more likely to go wrong. It's like a recipe for car disasters. Now let's talk about the reliable car brands. At the top are names known for making dependable cars. Lexus is the leader, followed by Toyota, Mini, Acura, and Honda. On the flip side, the least reliable cars are from brands like Jeep Type, Volkswagen, Rivian, Mercedes-Benz, and Tesla. And there's another problem. Fixing these EVs is a headache. People are getting electric cars to save money on fuel, but they might not be aware of a big problem. If the battery in an electric car gets damaged, it can cost almost as much as the whole car. Let me share a story from Canada to explain. A guy got a small scratch under his electric car, and the repair bill was $60,000. That's just $10,000 less than what he paid for the car in the first place. When he tried to use his insurance, they said it was too expensive to fix and declared the car a total loss. And guess what? The insurance for electric cars is over $500 every month. There's another story from Ontario about a man with a 2017 Tesla. When he found out it would cost $50,000 to replace the battery, he decided it was better to get rid of the car altogether. Now, let's talk about a different issue with electric cars. Their range and charging. Many people in the US love road trips, and electric cars are causing some problems. People want their cars to go at least 300 miles before needing a recharge, which is much more than what people in other parts of the world expect. Electric cars often don't deliver the mileage they promise. A car claiming to go 250 miles might not actually cover that distance in real-life situations. And if you're wondering why, don't worry, it's not your fault. Things like using the heater, driving speed, and even weather conditions like wind or rain can make the actual range much less. Over time, the battery's life decreases, making the range even shorter. So, a car starting with a 250-mile range might only go around 90 miles in certain conditions. This gap between what you expect and what really happens causes what people call range anxiety. Remember we talked about it in our previous videos? Yeah, that's what range anxiety is all about. Many electric car owners also face challenges finding charging stations, especially in areas without enough of them, known as charging deserts. And yeah, the charging infrastructure for EVs are not well developed. If you're heading out for your day's activities without a charged EV, then chances that you might have a terrible day just went up an 80%. The problem isn't just with the charging, the vehicle. Even when charging stations are available, they might not work or have long lines. This problem is more common outside cities and in less wealthy areas. Charging an electric car, especially using fast charging in public, can be costly. As more electric car fire reports come out, the market is dropping, which is good news for buyers because electric cars might become cheaper. So, yeah, we've noted 3 more issues, right? What are they? Electric cars often don't cover the distances they claim. Finding a charging station can be tricky, and it might cost you more than expected. Plus, with recent issues, the prices of electric cars might go down, benefiting potential buyers. Even Tesla, the top electric car brand, has dropped its prices more than 3 times in just 1 quarter. Luxury car companies like Audi and BMW are offering discounts over $10,000 on each electric vehicle they sell. Moreover, the CEO of Mercedes admitted in an interview that the EV market is tough right now, and making a profit seems unlikely for a while. I mean, who would possibly walk headfirst into a burning flame? These issues, coupled with the cost, is fueling the crashing EV market experience. General Motors and Ford are facing significant challenges. Ford is experiencing a $4 billion loss, despite receiving $9 billion from the government earlier. They're selling EVs at a loss of $36,000 per vehicle. On the other hand, General Motors CEO, Mary Barra, has firmly rejected the idea of producing budget EVs, claiming people don't want cheap electric cars. Instead, GM aims to become a luxury EV brand, focusing on high-end cars. Only time will reveal the consequences of this decision. Considering the current issues in the EV market, would you think about buying an electric car? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, you already own an EV? Here are some ways to ensure you don't face similar problems. Now's the first line of defense is ensuring that you're charging smart. The key to keeping your electric vehicle safe is prevention. Think of charging your EV like cooking on the stove. Don't leave it alone for too long, especially overnight. And just like you wouldn't use a damaged pot, avoid using frayed or worn-out charging cables. If you see any issues, it's time to replace them. This way you won't have to use your EV up till the point where repairing it is either too expensive or just impossible. The second way to preserve and ensure the durability of your EV is parking your electric vehicle properly. Keep it safe. When you park your EV, especially after charging, avoid tight spaces or places where a fire could easily spread. Give it space. Ensure there's nothing highly flammable around your parking lot. This way, you stand a less chance of inflammation of any kind. When it comes to vehicle maintenance as a whole, one of the proven ways to prevent unnecessary drama and unfortunate scenarios is to regularly ensure your vehicle is in good shape. Take your EV for regular checkups with a focus on the battery's health. A healthy battery is less likely to cause trouble. Keep an eye on your EV's battery health through the monitoring system. If you notice sudden drops in performance, treat it like the suspenseful music in a horror movie, a sign that something might be wrong. In essence, these tips are all about using common sense to keep your EV safe and sound. Don't forget, just like you'd be cautious with a hot stove, be mindful when charging your EV, choose smart parking spots, regularly check its health, and stay alert to any warning signs. And in case of an emergency, stay calm and know how to respond. First, if your electric car catches fire, stop it when it's safe. Get out quickly and call the fire department immediately. Regular fire extinguishers might not work well, so you need the pros to handle it. Stay a good distance away and let the firefighters know it's an electric vehicle. In general, buying an electric car might not be a great idea right now due to our infrastructure. It's safer to wait a few years until things improve for you and your family. Are electric cars less safe than gas ones? Share your thoughts in the comments. I just posted a video with important news that could impact the entire electric vehicle industry. Check it out if you want to be surprised by what's coming.